Hi, Amara. This is Dave Casson, and today we're looking at 7 critical issues with your website that are costing you money. So, with that, let's go ahead and take a look at the list. So, number one, you have a brochure website and not a website that sells. Okay. Number two, you're not capturing the list of emails and names of visitors as they go to your website. Number three, you're focusing on features instead of customer benefits. Number four, you don't have a good use of headlines. Number five, you need to emphasize more on your testimonials. Number six, your site design. And number seven, your calls to action are weak and could be improved. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at your website and take a look at some ways that I might look at improving this. So if we go over to your website here, first of all, your website is more of a brochure type scenario than a high selling type scenario. So if you look at this, it's very static, not as interactive for users. So one thing that you want to keep in mind is that you want to have this be like a 24/7 salesman. If it's selling for you, if it's helping to convince visitors that your organization is good, it's going to lead to more sales and more customers for you. Number two, you want to make sure that you're capturing visitors as they come to your website. You're spending money on advertising, and you want to be able to follow up with these people um, via email or other means. So you don't want them just coming to your site and bouncing off. You want to be able to capture those leads because you're paying good hard money for them, and they're interested customers. Okay. Number three, you want to look at the emphasize away from the features of the website and what you're offering, and focus more on the benefits of what your customers would get. So you kind of have a list of different products and services that you offer, but these things need to be shifted over and emphasize to the customer what are the benefits for going for them. Like why should they pick your company for heating and air conditioning versus another one? What's in it for them is the thing that you want to talk about. Okay. Number four, your headers. So if we look through the website here, you can see some things. You have different headers kind of up here, but from a basic level standpoint, looking at data here, you just kind of have some boring headlines. And if you think about headlines in a newspaper sense, you don't necessarily just jump into an article. You read the headlines and then find something that's interesting. And having some interesting headlines are going to go a long way toward keeping those visitors interested and keep them engaged on your website. Okay. Uh, Number five, testimonials. So looking at the testimonials here, you do have a small section for that. This is good, but you definitely want to make sure that this is emphasized. Can you make this into a little bit more of a bold pattern? Can you put more businesses on here? Really make it a big part of your website. It does a lot for adding credibility to a website so that people know that, hey, actual customers have come here. People like it. People recommend it. Okay, number six, the design. So you have a pretty basic design here. Again, it's going back to that brochure line design, but it's fairly static, and it's a little bit straightforward. It's a little bit not as dynamic, not as sales oriented. So there's some things that we can do from a design standpoint to make this a little bit more user friendly, a little bit cleaner, a little bit more um, visitor focused, and get more interactivity there. And then number seven are your calls to action. You've got the phone number posted here, which is good. But then beyond that, you don't have a lot of calls to action for them to jump in and call you. You've got a contact us area where they can, contact you, but nothing really with where you can, for example, maybe email them or contact via other methods. Nothing to really push them into doing, to contacting, reaching out for you for an estimate. You've got a couple of things for estimates here, but nothing that's really um, in in a visitor's face to take action. They may visit here and bounce off without doing anything if they don't see those things. So with that, if we return back, the end result of these issues here is that it's going to be costing you money. These issues are costing you money, but they can easily be fixed. And what we do is we offer a no commitment consultation to go over these things. Usually these are $250, but we offer it for no charge for you. And we'll go into more detail about the things that we would fix. Again, no commitment, no obligation to work with us, but just to show you some of in a little bit more deeper detail what we would do for you. So feel free to reach out to me at that number 312-550-7924 or email me to get that set up. Thank you for your time and looking forward to hearing from you. Thanks.